Hello, everyone. Yeah, welcome back to the concluding part of my discussion, my talk on scholarship with undergraduates. And today I'll be answering questions. Majorly, today is for questions and answer, the Q&A. Yesterday I had few questions, and I promised to give a detailed explanation on answering those questions. If I don't have more questions today, I think everything I've said shows that they are clear enough, and I've got many content on the channel that people can watch later, even though they miss this live session. So yesterday someone asked a question about English proficiency, if they can use the proficiency letter from the university instead of the English proficiency test course. And I've promised to share how detailed the test scores are always, how detailed the test score are. Like they show more information compared to the proficiency letter, but there are some opportunities that allow you to use the proficiency letter. So today I'll be sharing, let me show samples of proficiency letters from different universities in Nigeria. And after then, I'll be showing my IELTS test score. So let me share that. I have a short video on how you can prove your proficiency. So I'll be showing the video now, just showing the proficiency letters from the universities. So let me share screen shortly. If you have more questions, please let me have them in the comment section. Thank you for joining. So let me share that. Okay. Proficiency letters. Okay, I have it here. So this is a sample of proficiency letter. I think this is from the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Nigeria. No, this is from University of Port Harcourt. So we write to inform you that the name was here with the matriculation number, blah, 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 graduated from this university. So your detail, the student detail was here. And we also wish to confirm that the medium of, oh my God, am I playing this? I think I'm playing it. So you can watch the video. It is available on my channel. The easiest ways to prove English proficiency. I think I discussed about 5 ways you can prove your English proficiency. So that the medium of instruction in the university is English language. So, and lectures were given in English language. So those are the important information on the proficiency letter. And we have from the University of Technology, Akure, FUTA. So this is a letter of confirmation of proficiency in English language. So that this shows that you can get it from any university where you've studied. So this is from FUTA. This is from UDUS, the Usman Dan Fodio University in Sokoto. So confirmation of English as language of instruction in the university. So you can get it if you are studying here as well. Also, I have from the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, Nigeria. So the confirmation of proficiency in English language. So you can have it from this university as well. Just need to write a request letter to maybe the student affairs or the registrar, as the case may be. At the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Nigeria, the request letter, you need to address the letter to the registrar. But for some universities, maybe the student affairs will be in charge. So this is from the University of Ilorin. So the evidence of use of English as language of instruction in the University of Ilorin. So you can see how interesting it is. From any university where you've studied, you can get your proficiency letter. I think the third I discussed must be the IELTS, yeah. And also we have the IELTS that shows the skill level and is graded over 9. So it's more detailed. So for IELTS, you have the test result, you have the listening, which is always graded, you have the reading skill, you have the writing skill, and lastly, you have the speaking skill. So those 4 skills are always graded, and the highest you can have is 9. So you will have the overall result. So I'll be sharing my IELTS test score to show you a sample of English language test score. So let me do that shortly. If you have any question, let me have them. But in the absence of further questions, I'll assume that we only need to discuss the English language proficiency today. Let me know if you have any other question. We are listening currently. So let me show a sample of the IELTS score, which is mine. Let me see that if I can share. I should be able to share. So, okay, no. 1 second, I'm trying to share. Yes, Oluwakemisola, the answer is yes and no. If you have a letter that has to whom it may concern, you can use it for multiple schools and doesn't expire. However, in some universities, if the proficiency letter is addressed to a particular scholarship committee or admission committee, that means you can only use it for that purpose. And mostly it is often to whom it may concern that you can use for multiple schools. Yeah. You should get the one that has to whom it may concern so that you can use it doesn't expire and you can use it for multiple schools, multiple scholarship. And I think I collected mine in 2019 when I was 7, and I can still use it till date. But you know that all these IELTS, TOEFL, audit examination test score, they expire. For instance, IELTS validity is just 2 years, but the proficiency letter in form of the to whom it may concern, it doesn't expire. So that's another advantage of getting the proficiency letter. And for undergraduate listening, I advise you get your proficiency letter as you get your certificate and transcript from the university, so that you don't need to travel down to your university again when you need the letter. So that's the advice. So I shared my proficiency, my IELTS test score already expired. So, but the proficiency letter I got before writing the exam is still valid. So you can see how funny that is. And the examination are expensive when compared to the proficiency letter. So I'm trying to share, but I'm having a little bit of issue. Well, I'll definitely share. Okay, we have it here. So I have it here. So these are my test result. For listening, I had 8.0 over 9. So for reading, I had 6 over 9. For writing, I had 6.5 over 9. And for speaking, I had 7 over 9. And the overall band score I had over 9 is a 7.0. So you should note that many opportunities will state what they want under each skill. For some opportunities, you have conditions like for each skill, you must have a minimum of 6. So for this result, it's okay for that kind of opportunity. But imagine I had like 5.5 under speaking. That would be that means even though I have a high band score, I'll not be able to use the results for the opportunity to apply for the opportunity. So as you plan to write all this exam, you should focus on all the skills. You should not have a 9 on listening, 9 on reading, and have a 5 on writing and speaking. So I think you understand what I mean. Let me see if I have more questions, but in the absence of more questions, I feel I've answered. Do you have more questions that has to do with scholarship? But if you don't, I think my explanation are detailed, and you find so many content on all the required documents for scholarship application on my channel. So use all the resources. You can chat me on LinkedIn if you have further questions, or put in the comment section. And do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to inform anyone you think is trying to win a scholarship of this channel. And I look forward to celebrating you soon. Yeah, I look forward to celebrating you soon. Let me just wait for like few seconds. If I can't find any question under the comment section, I'll just call it a day. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, you're welcome, Oluwakem Misola. Yeah, very soon we'll be having 2025 scholarship awardees who have won different scholarships coming on board to give tips, to give advice, how they won, what they think would be helpful to prospective scholars. So do well to turn on your notifications so that you'll be aware when we have the sessions. And all right, see you then. Bye for now.